Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds, because without you by my side I would be stuck here on the
Hello everybody,
welcome back to our channel.
And welcome back to another video.
We've got a mukbang today, mukbang.
Halloumi.
With halloumi right, my new obsession is halloumi. But halloumi fries, that looks disgusting. I've never actually, no, we tried halloumi once and it was like squeaky, salty, but because I'm obsessed with halloumi fries again, I'm just wanting to give it a go. We've also just done my product pictures for the business and we had some props and one of the props was a baguette, so we've got bread and halloumi on the bread. Then we've also got noodles. Our new obsession is soba noodles, teriyaki flavour, and then we have Nin's find that he found.
Yeah, it was an accidental find because I normally like Pepsi Max cherry, but I accidentally bought a bottle of Pepsi Max raspberry and I was like, oh, but then I couldn't be bothered to take it back, so I tried it, and I'm never going back to Pepsi Max cherry because raspberry's the best. It's
so sweet and like, you want to try it? We have an audience member to the side of us. Guess who from the hand? Would you like to try it? It's very nice. We also, because
never go back to cherry kills.
No, because we're obsessed with noodles right now, I got us some chopsticks on Amazon.
Have you ever tried the chopstick?
No, have you?
No. Look
how, oh, these are literally the coolest thing ever. They've got like fortune cats and things like, I've never tried to use a chopstick though. This is what they came in. They're from Amazon. Right, which ones do you want? I'll give them a quick rinse.
I want these blue ones.
These blue ones. Yeah. I'm gonna go these ones. How cool are they? Right, so how do you hold them? I think you hold them like that, don't you?
I'm bougie, I couldn't do it.
Like that? Kind of like a pen?
Yeah.
And then how do you like... Oh, I'm doing it!
Quick thing. Elf.
Usually.
It works!
Oh, that's perfect. That's difficult, that.
I think the whole point of a noodle is it's already curly, so it'll hook on.
Watching, I'm just going like this and just like picking it up like that.
So.
Oh my god, I'm pretty happy with that, you know. With my chopsticks.
Is it not more hassle?
I don't think so, no.
Not just use a fork?
No, because a fork you have to sit for ages and twirl it around. This is just easier.
But then how are you going to get like the last little piddly bits at the bottom?
I'll link the chopsticks down below if you want to get some. And the noodles are literally, they're like the packet noodles. Best thing ever.
Delicious.
Really squeaky now.
You just stab it.
It's really squeaky. So we're doing, I put on my Instagram for relationship, Q&A, dating, sex, living together. If you are a distraction, who's the distraction?
I'm going.
The life of living with an Instagram fiance. You don't get to eat your food.
I do apologise.
That's alright.
Kella's gone, she won't be a distraction anymore. Right, where were we? Noodles. Oh my god, I've got noodle in my hair.
I think we just started this video just...
a mess. It's been a bit rumbled, hasn't it? A lot of the questions were like about moving out and living together and stuff, so I feel like you guys have probably picked up on that from when we said we are looking for a house.
Oh yeah. We are looking.
Right.
Nothing's coming up yet though.
I know. Okay, I'm so impressed with these noodles. They're so... I mean, the chopsticks, they're so aesthetic. I can't actually use them. They are aesthetic,
but no.
Like somebody who can actually use chopsticks are going to be laughing at me.
Yeah, I need to follow a tutorial.
It doesn't help that the noodles are going cold.
And because they're cold, they all stick together in a clump.
I mean...
The noodles are these ones. We've got a cupboard full.
We love them.
Oh, look, teriyaki. The chili ones are nice. If you like spicy things. And the original ones are quite nice as well. Are you a slurper or a biter?
A biter.
Oh yeah. What about with spaghetti bolognese? You're a slurper.
No, am I? Right, no, we're not listening to that. There's no way.
Why?
Do you think social media is a positive or negative to relationships?
It depends how childish you are, I think.
In what way?
Like, in the way that it's like, no, not childish, that's wrong. Shouldn't have
Right.
said that. Take that back. It depends on how your trust is in your relationship.
Right, okay.
Because, you know, you hear all these stories about these couples that are like, I've tracked his location and Snapchat and he's so-and-so, so-and-so.
Like,
It's like, why?
What?
If you don't trust him to go out on a night out, or trust her, or whatever, and you're tracking their location,
but if it's
there is something wrong.
But if it's at your, like, if it's accessible to you and it's an option and it's like a niggling thing in your head that you think he's doing something,
But that's what I mean, why would
and
that
it's
thought be
literally
in
there
your
where
head?
you can find out if he has.
Yeah, but why would that initial thought come in your head? I think that
Say
comes
if
in your head when there's no trust.
Yeah, or if you've
Because
been a
you
bit,
just
no
wouldn't randomly
communication as
one
well.
day to me, if
Think
we had
it up
Snapchat,
to-
think I'm up to something and then track my location.
No, but it depends. I can't
You
use
wouldn't.
these chopsticks, like, literally.
Like Instagram, like if girls are liking boys' photos and boys are liking girls' photos, it's like, it becomes like a jealousy thing.
It's a fine line for some people, that. Do you know what I was thinking as well, though?
What?
Like, some people get really offended when their partner doesn't, like, post about them or, like, do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it's like, you've got to understand, Instagram is an app. It's a photography app. So if you're not into photography and taking pictures and things like that, you're not going to post, excuse me, you're not going to post on it, are you?
No, exactly.
So then it's like, if somebody hasn't posted for like 6 weeks and then you're getting annoyed because they're not posting any
posting,
pictures
yeah.
with you,
It's like, well, they don't post anywhere.
it's like, as much as Instagram is social media, I think Instagram is a hobby.
Yeah.
Like, Facebook is not a hobby. Facebook is just social media, as in, you can find out what your cousin's boyfriend's dog's been up to on the morning.
Yeah.
It's not
literally.
like a hobby thing, is it?
Uh-uh.
Whereas Instagram, TikTok, these are like
Instagram
hobbies.
are more effort put into them.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Why am I
if you
trying
want
to
it,
use these?
if you want it to be.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be.
Uh-uh.
But if you want to put effort into it, it's more of like a professional hobby. Whereas
It's a
Facebook is
photo app,
just,
isn't it?
you post your life on Facebook, don't you? Most
Yeah.
people do.
But I just mean, like, people get really annoyed that it's like, he never posts pictures of me, like...
Like, in one sense,
And he
it'd
never
be-
posts pictures full stop. He hasn't posted a picture for a year.
Yeah, like if the person who you're with is posting all the time,
He's a regular, he
yeah,
posts
like
his
constantly,
noodles like
3
I
times
do.
a day, like yeah, then you could be a bit like, why are you not posting me? But then I don't think I would.
So, the question was,
Where's my fork? I can't get the last bits.
do you think social media is a positive or negative to relationships? Like, you've got like... No, Tinder's not social media, is it?
No, that's a date.
But you can chat like on Instagram, can't you?
Yeah,
DMs
that's
and
when it
stuff.
becomes a problem.
So is it a positive or a negative? Because you can meet so many people that you wouldn't necessarily usually meet day to day.
I don't think it's a
Is that a
positive
danger
or
or
a
not?
negative. Like, there's ways in
It can
which
be
it can
both.
be a negative.
Yeah. Which is it more though? In modern relationships,
It's more of a...
more of a negative, I think.
But it depends what relationship you have.
I know, but
If you were
as
getting
a-
annoyed at girls liking my pictures whenever I posted,
but
like, you'd just delete the app, wouldn't you?
what can you do about that?
But that's what I mean. But why would you be getting so obsessed and so upset about a girl liking my picture? I don't know this girl. She's called Becky from Cornwall. I don't know her. I've never seen her before in my life. Why are you getting so upset that a random girl... There is boys on there, but you don't recognise the boys liking my picture. The boys might fancy me, you don't know.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? The girls might be thinking, oh, I want to buy that top for my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And the boys might be thinking, ooh, it's
I
a
want
piece
a
of
bit of
him.
him. I know, exactly.
You know what I mean? So you
That's
just...
true.
just gotta
I
do it.
can't use these and it's annoying me.
How do you?
Did you ever think about how living together would negatively affect your relationship?
Well, first of all, it hasn't negatively affected our relationship.
No, but did we ever think about how it could? Is what is being asked.
No, because...
I
And
think my
here's
mom's
for
coming
why.
down, so we might have to pause. No, I think she's just...
And here's for why.
Alright, Bryn.
Excuse me. Pan. Right, what was I saying?
We're not attractive to eat.
What was I saying? What was the question? It was never a negative thing that we thought of because we never thought about moving in together. At the time
But
we
that
moved
just
in.
sounds bizarre though, doesn't it?
But we didn't, did we? Am I lying? We never had the talk of being like, move in with us.
Yeah, like, should we live together? What are the pros? What are the negatives? Like,
It just happened.
yeah.
And I never left.
You never left.
Like, it was never a sit down thing to be like, right, I'm moving in, we're living together.
Yeah. So what are the negatives then?
The negatives you could be,
Especially if
You
you
might
haven't
like-
been together long.
yeah, you know, you've got your personal space. That can be a deal breaker for somebody. If you're not ready to share your living space with somebody else,
Going from being on your own
doing what you want,
to
where you want.
being with, living with someone is a lot different. Like going
100%.
from sleeping on your own every night to somebody always being there. Like, depends how much you like your toilet space, like your bathroom privacy. I mean, we don't really have any bathroom well,
No.
I shouldn't say we don't really, because we don't have any bathroom privacy whatsoever.
No. None at all.
No.
But some people do, don't they? That's crazy, that. Like, imagine not being able to talk about that. Like, sometimes it's funny for us.
Yeah, it
Like, we
is.
text each other from upstairs and downstairs being like, oh my god.
Who's
what's
spilling all
happening?
our secrets?
But like, I don't think there's any negative that has happened since we moved in together.
Sorry guys, my mum did come downstairs. She hasn't been very well, so she's been in the room, so we haven't seen her. So we've ended up talking for a bit, and I've actually ate
The bread.
the bread, and I've,
You still got noodles left?
could be said. Sorry, the camera went dead.
Yeah.
And then we had an argument.
Yeah.
Right, do you still dress up for each other? For example, look nice day to day, or is it only on dates that you make effort?
Well, I don't make effort. Really.
Because you said that you like comfort.
Yeah, I'm more of a comfort, like, plain jeans, plain top kind of person.
See,
But I look for validation.
do you look nice for me? Or
If you say I do, yeah.
right, but you don't intentionally think, like how you used to be in the beginning, or when you're going out, like, alright, I need to make sure I look really good. That's gone.
Well, no, obviously I want to look nice because I want you to think you've got someone nice with you.
We obviously dress up when we go out.
Make effort in that way.
We make effort, like if we're going on a date or anything like that. We do a lot of day dates as well, which is why, again, I think sometimes in the day we make an effort. But in terms of like going to the gym, like I look not ideal going to the gym. Like going to bed and stuff, I'll literally wear like the ugliest
Nothing.
baggy Bambi nightie. The ugliest nothing, did you just say?
No, you were saying something.
I said the ugliest and you went nothing.
No, you went, I literally wear, and I went, nothing.
Sometimes I wear nothing, but if I'm wearing like a nightie, like 101
I love your baggy
Dalmatians,
nighties.
Bambi, Stitch, like I don't always look ideal going to bed.
You do.
No, I don't.
You do.
I don't make an effort
Beauty is in the eye of the
that
beholder.
much going.
Is that right? Does that mean it's in the eye of me?
I don't. I think
In
so.
the beholder?
The beholder.
No, isn't that you?
So what is the answer to that? Do we still dress up for each other?
Occasionally. But you don't dress up for me.
I don't
You
necessarily.
dress up for yourself.
I want you to think like I look good,
Yeah.
but I'm not necessarily like
Doing it to
how I
get that
imagine some
reaction.
people are like, oh, I need to make sure like it looks right for him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're going on a date and I've got like the ugliest outfit on. I can't be bothered to do my hair, so it's frizzy and I've shot it up in the board.
Beauty in the eye
And
of the beholder.
how often do you argue?
We've just had an argument,
We
and
did
as you
have
can
an
probably
argument.
tell by my voice, I'm still not over it. Because that's the thing when we have arguments, Dinny can
I
like
can
switch
get over
on
it
and off,
quicker.
like quickly get out of it. Whereas I'm over it, like honestly, I am over the argument.
But the
For my
physical-
mood and the physicality of everything, I'm just still in the funk, but I'm absolutely fine. It's weird that, isn't it, where you can be fine, but your mind and your body and your
still
voice is still
Not fine.
pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm fine, but
Right,
I
how
just got
often
really
do we
annoyed.
argue? As in
Not
argue like...
Argue as in what? Like, arguments as in
argument.
shouting at each other and, like, slamming doors and
That's an argument
moving
to me.
to, like, different rooms of the house.
That's an argument to me. Like a big, like, storm off or like a...
We have
you're leaving
disagreements.
the house. Yeah, of course.
Disagreements, but that's not necessarily an argument. I don't think
But
we
I would say we rarely have disagreements though.
Yeah, we don't have them
I
a
don't
lot.
feel like we have that many, like...
No.
The only time I'd say we have... Okay, this is just not going good, guys. The camera's died like 5 times. We were talking about arguing.
Yeah.
I don't know how far on we got on the topic.
But at the end of the day, long story short, we don't argue.
No.
We have disagreements, but not a lot of the time.
I think if you are arguing a lot, unless it's just who you are, but it's like, who has time for that? But I think if you are arguing a lot, maybe you're just clashing and maybe you're not.
We could never
Maybe meant
boil
to
up to
be.
an argument. Because for
No.
one, I go silent. I
Go
don't let it
silent.
carry on. I
I
just
think-
sit there and just...
I think that's a common thing, you know. You're either like go
Irate and
quiet,
you go
leave me
in on
alone,
someone.
or you're like a voice your
constantly
opinion.
like, no, you will listen to me. And I'm just like, I just sit there.
That's not me, by the way, guys. I don't literally go, you will look.
It's not really.
Let's not go there, Nathan.
Do you want to
because
have an
we're
argument on camera?
We're on the thinnest of ice we
No, but
are.
you just talk calmly. That's what annoys Danielle.
That really gets to me.
Like, if you just stay calm and just...
I
be
don't
like,
shout
"Yeah."
though. I don't feel like we're quite like shouty people.
No.
Even though we're
I
like,
feel like I could be,
yeah,
but I don't ever let myself get to that point.
yeah.
So I'm just
Well,
like,
that's good.
okay, don't
Self-control.
worry. It's alright.
Oh, doesn't that just knock you?
Okay.
Doesn't that just get on your last nerve, everyone? How long did your honeymoon period last?
It's not over.
That's a funny question, that, because I'm not really sure I believe in the honeymoon period.
Honeymoon period.
Like,
Is that like where you're on like a high with each other and
Yeah,
you get butterflies
like-
all the time? And
yeah,
it's
like, woo.
ooh, in love.
I think, is that what it
I
is?
think so. Yeah, but
Because I don't think that's the best part of a relationship, the honeymoon period. Like, when you're getting to know each other, you're not exactly comfortable yet. It's all like, you do nothing, nobody can do anything wrong. Like,
yeah.
honeymoon.
no.
Should I define the honeymoon period?
Honeymoon period
Define
definition.
honeymoon period.
The
honeymoon phase is an early part of a couple's relationship where everything seems carefree and happy. You don't breathe in a sentence.
No, because there's no commas or full stops.
Well,
or
then
anything.
wants to be.
No, but there isn't, so you don't take a breath.
We're gonna have an
So
argument
let's
about
read this
everything
next
today.
sentence, see how we read it.
Okay.
It usually lasts from 6 months to 2
Right, start again.
It usually lasts from 6
months
months to 2 years and can be marked with lots of laughs, intimacy and fun dates.
See, so
Did we
we're not
do
out
that
of the
still?
honeymoon
No,
period
so
then.
no. It's an early part of
Early
a couple's
part.
relationship. No, it's
Where everything
it can be
seems
your whole
carefree and happy.
relationship. If it's what you make it, isn't
Yeah,
it? It's not.
exactly.
You don't have to have that honeymoon phase period and then just be like, oh, we're not happy anymore. We're not
Yeah.
carefree.
But
we don't do little things.
everything seems carefree and happy. I don't agree with that at the start of a relationship because you're
That's
getting
when
to
you're
know
more
each
cautious
other.
with each other.
You're
That's
getting
where
to
you
know
know
the
boundaries
families.
and-
You're not fully, you're setting boundaries. You're not fully yourself. Like, I don't think I believe in the honeymoon period. I think the honeymoon period comes
Late.
when you're comfortable and
Yeah.
happy. I don't know.
Where
I
all this
get-
starts to happen,
Yeah.
it usually lasts from 6 months to 2 years. Well, we're 7 years in.
Lots of laughs, intimacy and fun dates. Yeah, because the honeymoon period happens for some people, especially in like this 6 months to even a year, because after that people think the honeymoon period goes because you stop putting as much effort in, and then that's where it's like, we're not meant to be, we're not made for each other.
No,
Like, the honeymoon period's gone, we're not happy anymore.
that's sad, isn't it?
I know.
I feel so sorry for people.
It really is sad. But then you're not meant to be then, really, are you?
No,
I don't think.
but
But I think if you focus too much on the honeymoon period as a thing,
yeah, like if you came up and was like, oh well, our honeymoon.
so after
period's
2
gone.
years you're like, well, I'm not happy anymore now.
Yeah.
Honeymoon period's gone. It's
Because
this it
then you're
now.
looking for a reason. I think
not
when
be-
that's looking for a reason.
Yeah, I agree.
don't like people that look for a reason.
To not, yeah.
Like when
But
you're
then-
unhappy and you blame it on something else. Like no, you're just not happy. It's
Yeah.
not because of a honeymoon phase. It's not because of anything in particular. You're just not happy. Like be honest with yourself.
You don't want to be in a relationship, I think.
Yeah, just grow. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe you're not. Maybe the person's doing stuff for that you're not happy with, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think you want to be single.
I think it'll be easier said than done to like break up a relationship for yourself.
I couldn't imagine
but
doing
it's
it,
like,
but
you know, you've got to put yourself first, haven't you?
yeah.
If you're not happy, if you're not happy in a relationship, the other person must have some idea that you're not happy.
No.
Yeah, but it depends how much fakeness you're acting.
Exactly. I know a story, right?
But if you're not happy, I'd know when you're not happy.
Would you though?
You wouldn't be able to fake it.
But some people
Could you
can.
fake it?
Seeing it.
You would.
I have like a story, and they were married abroad for like 6 years, I think, and then you just come one day and was like, that's it, and she was fully like, what? Like she thought they were in love happily.
That's weird.
Everything's amazing. And he's like
you don't.
I just don't. The only thing is, I don't think I love you anymore. That's it.
Like you
Like
don't
I
believe
like
in
you as a
falling in love,
person
do
and
you?
a friend.
Falling out of love.
I feel like my views changed on that, but that's a whole nother.
Well, I thought, yeah.
It's a whole nother thing that.
Because I remember when we had a full that's something that we can have a conversation with your mum and dad about on the podcast.
I used to have a strong thing about divorce, which is being in love and falling in and out in love, but I feel like that's totally changed now. I'm a little bit
why?
older.
What?
It's a different conversation. I feel
So
like.
you think we could fall out of love?
Yes, I do. With a lot of external or internal factors, I think you can fall out of love with somebody. If we stopped
Oh my goodness.
putting effort in together, if we were sleeping on the sofa or different beds, different nights, if we went on no dates, if we didn't spend any time together, then
separately.
then you fall out of
But
love.
yeah, but I don't get that.
Love is effort, it doesn't
if you're
just
not
come.
sleeping with each other, why are you in a relationship? Why are you together?
We'll talk about this probably in another video, but
In
you
a
go
podcast.
you go through 3 stages in your life, I think, like 3 different people.
Yeah. I
throughout
think
your
I'm my
life.
second person at the minute.
I think I'm in the very early bits of my second person.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like my second person might end at like
I think like
after
35,
kids,
nearly
yeah.
40.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Like I was gonna
Like
say
I think
40.
I'm so mature now.
Yeah.
Like compared
I'm
to
just
even like
different.
a year ago.
We have said for a while though that we feel different,
Yeah.
and I think it's because we're in this second thing.
Second phase of life.
We can definitely talk about that more. I was going to say if you want to hear it, but I feel like we probably will anyway, because I think it's quite
we need to get the
interesting.
podcast
We
started
are.
because that is our
Chill
calling.
out. We think we can talk about hobbies as well and trying different things. I listened to a podcast recently. I think it was Stephen Bartlett, like What's New There, Diary of a CEO. I think it was Jim somebody.
Chapman.
I'll put it on the screen if I remember. It wasn't Jim Chapman, no. It was somebody, and he was talking a lot about like just try anything that excites you, because you don't know whether it's going to be, and even if it's not, you've done something fun. Do you know what I mean? How do you know when the right time is to move in? Did we answer that?
No, we didn't. But I don't think you can put a right time.
I just
think
feel like
it's
that
more of a feeling.
when you get excited,
Yeah.
when you're spending a lot of time together anyways.
It's when you're ready to give up a lot of your time spent on your own.
Yeah, because
Because
there's
you
no
don't
like
have that anymore.
no.
So if you're a person that likes your own space, like you
well,
have
I
your
mean,
own
maybe
space
when
when
you've
you're
got
at
your own
work and
house
stuff.
though, maybe it's you're saying like we only have a bedroom and a kitchen that we can come. Maybe when you've got your own house and there's different rooms, if you wanted to.
Yeah, but I still don't feel like we'll spend time apart.
I don't think we would.
But
you
that's
never
what I
know.
mean. Like when you're ready to move in, you'll know when you're ready because you'll be ready to
Ready.
not have your own personal
But
space.
I don't necessarily think it's that though. Like if you're blinded by how much you love somebody, I wouldn't necessarily be thinking about how I'm gonna lose personal space.
That's when you've got to grow up.
I'd be just thinking like I just really want to live with you. Like I want to spend more time with you.
You can't do that because that puts pressure on your relationship. You're going into moving in together thinking this is going to be the best thing ever, and you've not thought about how much space you're going to lose, how much free time you're going to lose, how much of your own personal time you're going to lose.
Yeah, you've got to sleep in a bed with somebody every single night and wake up with somebody.
Think about it so
You've got to
like,
share your
massive,
toilet. You've got to share
You
What
brush
else?
your teeth together.
Your food you eat together every single night.
Yeah, like you've got to take.
That's
You
based
can't
on
be
like
blinded by love.
That's based on like a 9 to 5 like
Yeah.
typical
You can't be blinded by love.
relationship. I know, but
It's
I'm saying
not.
I would be 100%.
You can't be.
I would be.
I think it puts more pressure on it when you've never lived together and you're just going straight into having
Into
a
a
house
house.
together.
I
Because
feel like
that's
that
when it's
would
like
be-
it's both of your houses. You've never lived together,
Yeah.
and it's brand new, and you're like, oh, I don't.
Yeah. And at first, I did think it would. The thing I thought about was like, you're coming into my space and it's decorated how
Yeah.
I would decorate.
Yeah.
Like at first, it was like a childhood bedroom. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a small room.
I
So
don't-
if you've got your own house
Yeah.
that's decorated your own way and somebody else is coming in, there's a lot of the thing of like making sure it feels like the other person's house, not like
Rather
they've
than
just moved
into a house.
to like somewhere with like a beige wall and yellow carpet or something. When
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? How do you keep sex exciting? We didn't answer that.
You have arguments.
Come on, serious. How do you
Not
keep
that
it
serious.
exciting?
Have a
If
disagreement.
no, somebody has asked, right, they're struggling in the relationship with sex.
Yeah.
How are we going to tell them to keep it exciting?
Keep it exciting.
Are you doing things that you both like?
Yeah, like are you just
Have you explored different things, or are you doing the same thing every time?
like you can't just give advice on what your sex life is like, because your sex life is not going to be the same for everybody.
We were talking about this morning, weren't we?
People like role play.
Yeah.
People like toys.
Yeah.
We've got no experience in either of them two things.
Mild roleplay.
Yeah, very
Mild.
minimal.
No dress up.
Not
But mild
yet.
roleplay, yeah.
I want a horror dress up.
Ew! Not happening, never.
But like we can't give major advice on them because that works for a lot of couples.
Yeah.
But we've got
And maybe
no,
maybe we will get to a point where it's like, okay, maybe we should bring like a sex toy in for whatever reason. But I mean, it's easy saying use a sex toy. That for some couples is like a definite like would make them so uncomfortable that the sex wouldn't even start because it physically wouldn't be able to because they weren't in the moment because they're worrying so much about using this random sex toy that they've never used before.
Yeah, no, it's not for
I
me.
don't know. So what would you advise to keep it exciting? I would say try different things. If you're used to the same thing, try something new.
I think foreplay is key.
Yeah,
for
some
us,
people forget
anyway,
that though.
for us.
Yeah, some people forget that though.
Or just go straight into it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sometimes you can do that. But I just think it's more exciting when you've...
That's
when
where
you
the
start with-
excitement, a lot of the
Yeah.
excitement comes from.
And
Like
you
the
push the
build-up.
person to the limit and be like, sorry, this is getting a bit too much.
That's my top suggestion. Come back if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I was telling him this morning, like every couple's different. Like some couples will have sex once a month and that'll be the only time in the month they know they have sex once a month. Might be planned,
crazy,
might be
that.
just we do it like in the middle of the month or
Planned sex.
not necessarily planned, but you just know you're going to do it once a month.
Oh,
is
it's the
enough
first
for
of
you.
the month, it could come anytime.
It could
from
be
now.
once a week. Some people, I think, do it every day. So it's like, what would work for us? All right, we're gonna go dead. We need to just
Right.
wrap this up.
Okay.
This has been a shambles. This
We
mukbang.
definitely need to do a podcast.
Well, hopefully you've enjoyed, even though it's been a mess. Like it's been all over the place.
Yeah, as here, there,
Quick.
everywhere. So yeah, we really do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up.
And to
And
like,
don't forget to subscribe because it makes us so happy, and we'll see you all next video. Peace out.
peace out.
Quick!
Lighting up the way,
Swill.
I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark.